What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another Emcstats report. We are recapping game 3 of the Mercury versus the Minnesota Lynx. The Mercury take game 3 with a 2-1 lead, winning 84-76. This game had 15 lead changes, but the game was so intense. It was so intense in the fourth quarter alone. There were 7 lead changes, just painting a picture for how back and forth this game was, with no team ever having a double digit lead. At the end of this game, it reminded me of, and trying to give the Minnesota Lynx a NBA comparison of a team. And I want to let me know in the comments if y'all agree. They remind me of the Cleveland Cavaliers, a great team in the regular season, number 1 seed in the regular season, but for some reason, some way, somehow, they always find a way to lose and just appear in playoff basketball form to not be good enough. Do y'all agree with that? As we get into this game 3, let me know if y'all agree with that, man. Um, so game 2, we talked about second chance points. The Mercury, they had 18 second chance points to the Lynx 10 or 12, maybe whatever the number was. They had way more second chance points than the Lynx in game 2. Game 3, again, I said if that you would like to believe that the Minnesota Lynx would have tightened up on the rebounding and limiting the offensive rebounds to the Mercury, as well as the second chance points. They did not. They did not. It was absolutely horrible. The final 2 minutes, of this game, you are down by 2. You're down by 2, that being the Minnesota Lynx, in the final 2 minutes of this game. In the fast break, AT pushing the ball, Kalia Copper, she takes a 3, misses it, and who else? Satu Sabely, she grabs the offensive rebound, gets fouled, trying to go back up, goes to the free throw line, knocks it down, and now the Mercury go up by 4 points. It is just, again, some kind of way the Minnesota Lynx keep finding a way to lose this game. And when you look at the numbers, right? When you look at the numbers in terms of like who did what, all 3 marquee players for the Mercury, Sabely, Kalia Copper, as well as Alyssa Thomas, all had 20-plus points. Then you go to the Mercury. It's sad that the Mercury lost this game simply because Natisha Heidemann, she gave you 19 points off the bench. She gave you 19 points off the bench, shooting well over 50% from the field. And a performance like that from her, you need everything else to be going right for you to ensure her giving you 19 points off the bench does not go in vain, because her giving you 19 points off the bench does not come around often. And the Minnesota Lynx gravely wasted the opportunity with Natisha Heidemann playing out of her mind tonight. But you got to give some credit to the Mercury, because they also played out of their mind. Kalia Copper, she dropped 19 points in the first half. I got it wrong. She dropped 17 points in the first half, going 8 or 9 from the field, right? And if you are the Minnesota Lynx, you're thinking, okay, she going crazy, but at least Satu Sabely not going crazy. Satu Sabely goes 0 for 5 in the first half, but it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. She starts off 0 and 5 in the first half, and in the second half, she goes 5 of 6, erupting in the fourth quarter for 15 points. Satu Sabely, that is. And then you got your Don Dada, where we talked about, as long as she stays aggressive and keeps the Minnesota Lynx honest and having to defend her, that being Alyssa Thomas, and she's just not being straight trying to facilitate, and she's been aggressive with trying to score, that's going to make the Mercury tougher to beat. Alyssa Thomas does her job, stays aggressive, 9 of 18 from the field. She gives you 21 points too. Talking about the Minnesota Lynx inability to be able to rebound at a high level, you got Dewana Bonner coming off the bench giving you 8 rebounds. And so yeah, man, the final 2 minutes, just like the last game, in crunch time, just like this game, the Minnesota Lynx just simply found a way to lose the game. You're not rebounding the way you're supposed to. And let's take rebounding off the table, right? All right, y'all keep giving up second chance points. Obviously, y'all not locked in enough for that. But let's just talk about the offensive execution, right? Game 2, you go into overtime, first 3 possessions, Napheesa Collier doesn't even touch the ball on offense. How about I give you this? In this game, in the fourth quarter, remember, there were 7 lead changes in this fourth quarter. Napheesa Collier only shot the ball once. This is your star player. This is your MVP runner-up candidate. She only shot the ball once. She was 0 for 1 in that fourth quarter. Egregious execution. So, do you blame? I think there's a lot of blame to go around. I think there's blame to go around to Napheesa Collier being the head of the snake, being the leader of this team, being the best player of this team. You need to say, hey, give me the damn ball. Let me make a play for us. That's where some blame goes, right? That's a third of the blame. Then I say another third of the blame goes to Courtney Williams, being the floor general of this team, being able to should be able to dictate the tempo and the pace and understand, hey, we need to make sure we get this ball or call a play that gets Napheesa Collier a good, decent look. Her and AT been going back and forth, so I don't think there's nothing special about the defense going on with the Mercury that would take away from Napheesa Collier being able to get the ball and get a good look. Right, that's second. Third, where we could place the other third of the blame is to head coach Cheryl Reeve. How do you constantly keep allowing your team to go into these crunch time situations and not draw up plays or make a point of emphasis to make sure Napheesa Collier is touching the ball? So there's a lot of blame to go around in the piss poor execution late in games by the Minnesota Lynx. Again, they are your Cleveland Cavaliers of the WNBA. It looks beautiful in the regular season, but when the playoffs are here, they are not who they appear to have been throughout the whole entire regular season, man. It is absolutely egregious. McBride, she has a bad shooting night, 3 for 10 from the field, 12 points. Courtney Williams, she's jacking them up. She is getting them up. She's trying to be aggressive, trying to give Napheesa Collier some help on the scoring end, which I understand, even though she hasn't been efficient. But it's just like, bruh, some of them shots you taking, let's kick them to Napheesa Collier because we know she's a far, far better efficient scorer than you are. One would say than you will ever be. So, and then Elena Smith, your co-defensive player of the year, she plays horrific. She literally had 0 points tonight, going 0 for 5 from the field. God bless her heart. And you look and you only lose this game by 8 points, considering again Natisha Heideman gave you 19. What are we talking about? But regardless of like the poor shooting performance from like the players, again, bro, the last 2 minutes of this fourth quarter, giving up that second chance point or rebound, giving up that offensive rebound that led to a second chance points at the free throw line for Saberly to push the lead to a 4-point lead. And then again, it's a minute left in the game. Alyssa Thomas misses a jump shot and gets her own rebound with a minute left to go and y'all down 4. That's not supposed to happen if you are a championship caliber team. But y'all not. It's clear that y'all not. And I picked y'all to win in 5. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Again, that is not going to happen. Say what you want. Say I'm jumping ship. It's just the absolute truth, bro. I picked them to win in five, believing that they were a championship caliber team, and the constant lapses and being able to execute in the fourth quarter. Um, does not scream championship team. The constant lapses of not being able to rebound does not scream championship team, and they are not who we thought they were. They lied to us. They like they've been wearing a mask this whole entire time. Um, so yeah, man, it was a great game to say the least. Though it was a absolutely phenomenal, great game. The Mercury again, 2020 and 20 from their big three, 2020 and 20 plus from their big three. And they didn't really get a lot of help from the bench. So them clicking on all cylinders tonight definitely came through in the clutch. And in that final minute of the game, there were there were two offensive rebounds in one single possession. Again, Alyssa Thomas, she got her own rebound. And from that, they got off another shot where it led to Kalia Copper getting another rebound and just killing the clock, making it highly not favorable in the with the win percentage chance for the Minnesota Lynx to like pull off a win, man. Absolutely egregious, despicable execution from the Minnesota Lynx. And to make it even worse, final play of the game, or you could say the game sealing moment of the game, you run an out of bounds play, and Alyssa Thomas makes the game defining steal, stealing the ball from Nafisha Collier. And in the process of her stealing that ball from Nafisha Collier tweaks her ankle really, really badly to the point where she had to be helped and assisted to the back of the locker room. She didn't even stay on the court for the remainder of the game, though it was pretty much already decided. And it looked very, very bad. Nafisha Collier emotional, crying once she had twisted her ankle. And I would say it looks bad enough to believe that she's not playing on Sunday. Now, the let's go, you know what I'm saying? Give it all you got. Like we're facing elimination, we're on the road, we need you. That may spark her to play, but if she did, I would not guarantee at any point that she would be like 100%, not unless she's like taking some serious shots or getting some like 24-hour nonstop up until game time type treatment on that ankle. It looks bad, and I do not expect her to play, but maybe it didn't look as worse as it appeared to be. Maybe she sleeps it off, get some tussing, and maybe she shake back and she's able to put up a fight for her squad on Sunday as they face elimination in Game 4 versus the Phoenix Mercury. But in talking about Nafisha Collier being injured, prior to that, we need to dissect her game and put a highlight on how she has not performed at an MVP caliber at an MVP caliber level. She has underperformed gravely. She has not been there to save her team. She has not done what we believe superstars to do. Her teammates have been able to keep the game close. And if you are who we think you are, you bring us home. You put us on your back, put the team on your back, though. You know what I'm saying? And in the fourth quarter and overtime with Nafisha Collier throughout this series for a total of 17 minutes, Nafisha Collier has a whopping total of 4 points in all the four quarters in this series, including the overtime of game 2. She has only 4 points, shooting 2 of 8 from the field. And mind you, one would argue maybe she could have made more shots, or maybe she could have taken more shots if the offensive execution and play calling was there to make sure they got her the damn ball. Cheryl Reeve, like, you deserve blame for that. Like we can't just put this on the players. Like, it's an equal amount of blame to go around. And so And we constantly keep seeing it. Like I say, I harped on this about game three. Like, why are we not getting the feature the damn ball? And it continues to happen. We saw it tonight, man. So, like, it is talk again, man. You talk about it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And Nafisha Collier started this season off extremely hot on volcanic fire, lava. And we are witnessing, I believe, maybe prisoner of the moment, the most horrific fall off of an NBA WNBA season where Nafisha Collier started and where her season is now. And I'm just calling it like it is. And this is barring before the ankle injury. So like I'm not even factoring in it. Like that's unfortunate. She got hurt. That's a part of the game. Hopefully she bounces back for game four. But that aside, she has been horrible. She has not played to her standards in any way in all of the fourth quarters and overtimes combined of this series. Again, scoring only 4 points, shooting 2 of 8 from the field. That's horrible, bro. That's horrible. And maybe you get away with this if you're winning games, but your performance in crunch time has cost your team 2 games in this series, bro. Come on, man. Like it's bad, bro. It's bad. And maybe to bring it back to game three, even in game three in the fourth quarter, the Minnesota Lynx, they shot 3 of 16 in the fourth quarter, only had 9 points. So I blame Cheryl Reeve, bro, and I think they are probably. I'm deeming them the Cleveland Cavaliers, bro. Y'all the Cleveland Cavaliers of the WNBA, and it's gonna be that way until y'all find a way to win a championship. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. I have some follow up thoughts this morning following game three with the Lynx versus the Mercury. And yeah, I'm posting this all together on one clip. So continuing the game three recap, what I wanted to touch on was the Cheryl Reeve being ejected late in that game when Alyssa Thomas went to steal the ball and Aficia Collier ended up twisting her ankle in the process of that. Cheryl Reeves want to get on the court with the WWE, rah, 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 hold me back, trying to lash out at the refs. She had comments basically, villainizing and criticizing the referees in the post-game conference. And when I seen Cheryl Reeves go out there on that court trying to go at the refs, at face value, it looks like she's pissed off about not getting a foul call with the steal from Alyssa Thomas on Nafisha Collier. It looks like she's pissed off about not getting a call. That's what it looks like at face value. But as for me, I believe there's a deeply rooted reasoning as to why she acted out like that. And it's not because of that foul call or her believing a foul should have been called. It was her acting out because she believed she pissed away this series. That is why she went out on that court trying to antagonize the refs, being all irate. It wasn't because she felt like a foul should have been called. It was her acting out in real time, being pissed off at the fact that they have given away this series and they're down 1-2. And that's what it was really about with Cheryl Reeve going out there on their court. So stay woke, as some would say, man. It was not in any way, I believe, really about her feeling like a foul should have been called. She just pissed off that like the Minnesota Lynx world is crumbling down before our eyes the with Nafisha Collier now being injured, with the lack of execution from both the players and again Cheryl Reeve. So yeah, man, that's all it was. Like, don't let anybody try to make it seem more than what it is. Well, no, it is more than what it is. It wasn't about a foul call. Cheryl Reeves, you have coached a horrible game, a horrible series, and you was trying to take it out on the refs. That's what it was. You were trying to take out all of your mistakes, all of your misfortunes, all of your errors as a coach in this series. You was trying to take that out on the coach. Nah, stand 10 toes down and admit the fact that you have not been coaching a great series. So yeah, those that I wanted to make sure I inserted that in here before I posted the full recap clip. So again, maybe forgive the voice pitch change and or the wardrobe change, if you will. Waking up here on this good old Saturday morning. Um, and also too, I also waking up and hey, the Minnesota Lynx are the Cleveland Cavaliers of the WNBA. I could already see the rebuttals in the comments from diehard Collier fans and Minnesota Lynx fans, Cheryl Reed fans of like, oh, the Cavaliers never got to the NBA Finals. Yeah, that's cute for you to say. Like I'm pretty sure those comments are going to be in there, but I say they are the Cleveland Cavaliers of the WNBA solely based off we place high expectations and we give them respect based off how they look in the regular season, believing them to be a championship caliber team. And whether you lose in the finals like you did last year, or you lose in the first round like the Cleveland Cavaliers always do, you do not live up to the hype and the expectations that you generate from your regular season play. That's why I'm calling them the Cleveland Cavaliers of the WNBA. Thank you, beautiful people, for tuning in, listening to another Emcstats report. My name is Edward, named after a great man, that being my pops. Shout out to my mama and my granny for helping raise boys too. Please make sure you hit the subscribe and the like button. Let me know in the comments, man, if you think the Minnesota Lynx are the WNBA's Cleveland Cavaliers, because it is really, I think it looks that bad for them. It really looks that bad for them, man. And are you still riding with them to find a way? If Nafisha Collier not playing, bro, it's a wrap for the Minnesota Lynx. Let's just get that out the way. And that's partially why, like, no, no, I picked on the winning five. I believe that prediction is going to be wrong after today's game, simply because how they look as a team with Nafisha Collier being healthy prior to the ankle injury that we saw. But yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on this series so far in the comments. Thank you, beautiful people, for listening. Don't take y'all listening to me for granted. Please also make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube page, the Respect the Game YouTube channel. Go subscribe there, as we're going to just have a lot of content coming to y'all from the Emcstats channel as well as the Respect the Game channel. Love you, beautiful people, and I will see you on the next report.